Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and today I'm gonna be playing Seablock. In the previous episode, what happened? I believe we spent the previous episode thinking about Kubrick and Pharaoh's refining chains and we realized that we cannot really fit all of this in one block. I mean, we could, but then we wouldn't be able to handle the throughput that we require. So we are not going to be doing that. And also another thing that happened is we finally got this this rubber parts placed. And that's awesome, because what it means that we should be able to start building something here. So let's maybe proceed. Let's say this requester, this is provider. Requester, meaning that we are requesting stuff. And I'll put it here. And we also have provider, so we'll be providing NITRIC acid from here and here. Right. Let's focus today on building this block with NITRIC acid so that we can finally get rubite crystals and purified rubite produced from this side, right? Let's do this. Should be relatively straightforward. So, I'd like to... We already went through this process at some point, like figuring out what's the best way of producing nitric acid, and I think that's the way we'll be doing that. So we have a process that gets monoxide gas and dioxide gas, and then we kind of convert everything into like normal nitric acid with this process. I'm not sure I want to use this many chemical plants, to be honest. Let's do this. Let's start with something. So first of all, the direction here is all wrong. Here it's also wrong. We want to take stuff from here. Another question. We need... Let's think. For rubite, I think the process is pretty much the same as in here. We need to process 7.5 thousand of sulfuric waste water, and we need to produce 1.5 thousand nitric acid. So if we go for 1.5 thousand nitric acid, well, it's not exactly the process that we'll be following, right? Let's remove these two things. Let's say we are going for nitric acid. Where is it? Right, we want this process. We want this process. We want to get this nitric acid. I don't know, it's like 1,000 or something. But we want to be using the sodium nitrate thing. Right. And now the question. Oh wait, that's a lot. But we also produce nitrogen monoxide gas. Right, it looks strange, something is not right here. We also produce nitrogen monoxide, so not... Right, and we can get nitrogen dioxide from nitrogen monoxide, like this. Maybe I should say matrix solver. Right, this is much better. So we can consume 8,000 of NITRIC wastewater. But the thing is, we don't have this much, right? We have a little bit less. We have 7,500, right? We have this much. Oh, and it's 75 sodium nitrate. So now, in order to say we have 30 beacons around, we can do it with just 2 hydro plants. 5 slightly less, not enough. 26. If we have 26 beacons, then we can convert all of that into sodium nitrate. And then what we could use, we could basically, these two things are going together with this two, but the thing is, if we are getting 900 from this process, then this process needs to handle only 600, right? So here we have 7.5, 7.5, and here we have 11. So basically, if we were to surround this with 30 beacons, and this one with 30 beacons, we could just have these two things doing everything for us. Okay, let's right, this direction is also wrong. Okay, my fluid stations are completely messed up in the blueprint, but yeah, it's probably okay. Maybe not really okay, but it's relatively easy to figure out how to use them. I need to fix. I need to fix the blueprints that I shared in the previous episode. Wait, no, not in the previous one. The episode before, right? I'm losing track of the episodes. It's okay. Right, we add a line here. Add a line here. You know what? I might even go. I shouldn't have done that, because we are still landfilling that area. It's okay. It's fine. Whatever. Now, what should we do? Now, let's see. This thing is getting heated up. That means that we can remove, we can disconnect this part. The only problem is that it will stop getting... No, it will not. Once this rubber port gets enough electricity, there will be a connection. Okay, it's fine. Let's proceed with what we had planned here so far. So we need 3... Wait, that's a different header plans. We need 2 header plans here. Right, let's do this. First of all, I'd like to add a little bit more fluid buffer in here. And now we want to have 2 header plants. Kinda want to have 2 of them here. Right, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's a good way and stuff. If we add a loader here and a loader like this, and then if I were to just add steel chest, let's say, in here, we wouldn't have that much room. We wouldn't have lots of room. for this thing, for sodium nitrate. But it's a good process. So maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I should just have like a huge warehouse responsible for this part. Okay, could do something like that. Maybe we'll add some inserters. Okay. I feel like it's looking okay what we are doing here. Right. The main question, though. The main question: can we add? How many was that? 26 beacons around, or not? That's the question. Let's see. Let's try to make it work. 1, 2, like that. How many do we have here? We have 14. We need more. We need way more than that. Oh, wait, what? This? Like this? Let's see. We have 26, exactly 26 by the way, and here we have 28. That's great. That's enough. And now the next thing is to get I guess we should do something like that. Let's see. This station could be called waste, right? Because we are doing waste processing for NITRIC wastewater, and it's the input of NITRIC wastewater. Surprise, surprise, right? Here we have exactly the same thing, except this is actually output of NITRIC acid. This one. Right. Saving it. Looking good. Now, what should we do next? Now, I need to make sure that we are covering these inserters, but we are not introducing connection to these big electric poles. So here we have something. Right, let's think. I would like to send small line. Which is the one? Okay, this is the one that has lots of outputs. So let's try to do something like this. Let's try and send everything to the left because we will need purified water. So I could send and these two buildings will be working like somewhere here. So I can actually produce purified water here and send it to the left. Right, so let's do that. Let's see. And we also have 1.5 thousand of mineralized water that we need to get rid of. For now, I'm just gonna be clarifying it. I think I can do it like this. Not fully sure though. Yeah, I think that should be doable. We'll just clarify it, and you know, maybe it would make sense to do something like this. Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised that there is coverage from here, but it's okay. It's actually great that we have some coverage and we could do things like that. So hopefully this will be clarified. Hopefully it's enough to clarify all of that. Now, next, what should we do next? We need to send all of this to the left. Yep, that's pretty important. We have to send all of this water to the left. The problem is the amount. It's 5,000. That's a lot. That's a lot of water. Let's maybe try to figure out how we can produce stuff here. So if I were to build this and I wanted to have a lot of beacons around it, I would probably do something along these lines, right? I think that makes sense. So we'll be filling the middle tank and then it will be like spreading more or less equally probably. But it's fine because the middle tank can fill both of the outputs. Or the alternative is we could actually make it a little bit better. We could send things from there to move everything a little bit down. Do it like this. And then, yeah, we are basically guaranteed that this thing is filled in a symmetrical way. Now, this train wants to take everything from here and drop it in there until it's empty, I would say. So we're first filling stuff and then we're emptying. This train, on the other hand, it wants to first fill the thing until it's full, and then it will drop and deliver it wherever it needs to be delivered. Okay, the main problem here is that we are short on power. Well, not really like short on power. We just don't have power here. We will have it. We'll get it in no time. Here I needed... I forgot how much. 20? 30. 30. We need 30 of the beacons here. Let's see, how many do we have? 32. That's good. That is a really good number. Now, we also need this process. Right, let's mark this one as done. We also need this process that will be, I guess, producing this stuff. Let's see, we are producing nitrogen dioxide. Well, okay, not exactly. Because, right, I don't think I wanted to go directly here. Yeah, I do not want it to go like this. Right. Why I don't want it to go like this? Because we want to merge, like, these two buildings, I want, like, they need to be shared between this process and this process. So, here... Okay, here. We also have this one, where we are processing sodium nitrate, and we are trying to produce both nitrogen monoxide and nitrogen dioxide, and this is also producing nitrogen dioxide. So what if I take this process and I try to beacon it up? Let's like 12 beacons or something. Okay, 12 beacons is actually enough. Interesting. So what if I place this thing here? Okay, maybe. Okay. Just 12 beacons would be enough, right? I'm trying to. Okay, so maybe it should be on the side, completely on the side, and this part could be dedicated to this process instead. But one thing here, kind of to consider. We want 12 beacons. Like 12 beacons will get them even like this. No, that's a bad way. It's not a good way. Right. No, it's a good one. Let's do it like this. We'll have a small storage tank. We'll have a small storage tank. And we will allow to top it up from whatever is produced above. From there. We'll allow to do that. We can actually make it a little bit better. We can shift it like this. So it will be topped up. Oh wait, then this one doesn't make sense. Doesn't make much sense. Oh, we could do it like this. And then I guess shift everything up by a bit. Right, you need to be a little bit careful about what exactly is happening here. Okay, here is the problem. We cannot have this beacon powering this thing. But I really want to. So why don't I move it like this? And then maybe add a top-up valve from that side. Basically, the idea is that I'd like to make sure that this process has priority in terms of feeding this process. Right, that's the idea. And this one, basically, this one, will be just let me think again. This one should have priority. That means that I want the output here to look like this. I want the output to be buffered. And I would like this part to be topped up by the second process. So the second process is like this one, nitrogen monoxide gas, will be topping up this one. And we need some oxygen. How much oxygen do we need here for this? We need 12. Okay, that's too much. It's too many. If we have 12 beacons, it's not enough. If we have 16 beacons, that's enough. So 16 beacons would be enough here. Let's see. Let's see. What if I copy this in here and just paste it. Wait, what if I did it like that? Would it work? This be enough or not? Let's see. This don't cover, but this ones do. Okay, let's see. We have 8 in here, so that should be enough, right? That's great. Let's add some substations here. Okay, we have to have one here. Oh no. Well. Oh, that's actually not looking that good. Let's see. We could have one here, one there, and maybe. No, one here. This is looking very, very strange. What I'm doing. Right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Very strange stuff. Let's see what's happening here on the side. And I think it might be a good idea to add some lights. Here, where would we do that? Maybe like in these corners, maybe in this corner, and like over there. And kind of same thing here, in these two corners, and maybe in these two corners. Might be enough. We'll see. Okay, we actually got some NITRIC wastewater already, and we got some purified water that is sent over there. So why exactly did I need this purified water? Oh, I see. I needed it for this process. So how about just use it here? Right, I think it's time to switch to this process now. No. In this. Okay, let's see. We have these two things produced. Now I basically need everything over here, and I really do not like the fact that we need 24 of this. Let's say if we go for 30, we still need 1. Wow, that's a lot. What if you go for 34? Okay, 34 would be enough. And then here, how many do we need? Like 20 maybe? I'm really surprised by this. Okay, 20 is too much. 16. 14. No. This is 15. Right, and here if we add like even a little bit, okay, maybe not a little bit, maybe like 6 beacons, we'll be able to supply. Why do we need this one? Oh, we need it for this purified water, but we just decided that. Wait, I'm confused. I'm very confused. Is it ammonia? We don't need this at all, but we need to produce ammonia, and we'll produce an ammonia using these catalysts. So we have 2 pair of catalysts working. This thing, if we add some speed modules, and here we can get away, like, we don't need to have any beacons here, it will just work. But we could also add some beacons. Right? It wouldn't really hurt. But the point is that we need 4 materials. We need and we need hydrogen. We need hydrogen, for which we'll need purified water. Not a lot of it, but still something. And I don't want to tie this process with purified water that's conditioned on us getting NITRIC wastewater. Like, I want this one to work as a backup, so it works all the time. So we need to have a local production. Oh wait, but if we need local production of purified water here, it means that we also probably need local production of purified water there. And that means in total we need how much purified water? Right, we'll basically need some amount of 12 is too much. It's like 6. No, 5. 5. So that means that we need some amount of purified water. Right, let's figure something out. So I will have this blueprint right here, except there is a tiny difference. I'm not gonna be using same request. I'll have 2 sets of requests. And what's the size of this silo? 256. So 2 silos are 512 stacks, and 212. And we have 4 materials, right? Right, we have four things here. Come on. Let's try to build something there. Well, first of all, I guess the thing that we'll start with, we'll just place this thing up there and this thing down there. Next. What's next? If I were to use beacons to speed everything up, I would place them somewhere here, right? And I would want my chemical plant to be in range of the beacon. Is this in range? Yes, we can even move it a little bit higher if we wanted to. I mean, yeah, looks good. I would like to add... let's do something like this. This one will be producing nitrogen monoxide, and this one will be producing ammonia. Oh no, this is not great. This is not looking great. Okay, so the question. Can we make it a little bit better? Right, I think we can. Let's move it slightly to the left. And that. Like this. So we'll have direct insertion here, direct insertion here, direct insertion here. This, like this. I'd like to add a pipe, because we want to send ammonia from here above, right? And now we can... Oh, look at this. I can make it even better. I can move all of that to the left here. Like this. And this should allow us to get like a direct kind of connection here to the oxygen. So we could get oxygen pretty much directly from here. The problem is that we'll have a little bit too much of it, I think. maybe not. Wait. No, we have more nitrogen than oxygen. Why did I think that we have more? I'm confused. Right. I'm confused. Let's move these two processes further down, like this. So, hydrogen here. We want just a little bit of hydrogen. Right, we want a tiny bit of hydrogen. And we'll have excess of nitrogen. So that means that, yes, we need to remove oxygen. We'll need to remove a lot of oxygen. Okay, good. Now, oxygen. Oxygen will come from this process. That's what we're building here. And we also produce nitrogen here. But it's also a good thing. But we will be overproducing oxygen. And since we are overproducing oxygen, there is no point in even mixing this oxygen from here. By the way, speaking of the spot. How exactly would that work? How many? Oh, I just need 5 beacons. Okay, good. I just need 5 beacons to make the spot look really, really nicely. So, right, what this means, and for this one, I need also 5 beacons. Okay, let's try to figure this out. So, I basically need to place this thing. I need to start consuming this water. I need to clarify whatever excess we have here. We could do it like this, I guess. And we need to void the oxygen that we'll be getting from this process. Right here. So this oxygen will be gone. We're keeping it only for hydrogen. For hydrogen that will be sent up there. So why don't I move this whole thing here, like this, and just send it right there. We need a little bit of beacons here though. We need 5 beacons, right, for both of this. So if I move this one a little bit down, I might be able to add a couple of beacons here, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 beacons, and they are all actually in range of everything here. Right, let's just do it like this. I think it's gonna work fine. Now, the only potential problem that we have is that it would have been better. Yep, this placement looks really, really nice. We probably need something like this. Okay, good. What do we have actually here? Let's see. We have. We need to tell this that we need. Oh, wait. Catalysts, this stuff. We need lots of it. It should. I feel like it should just work, right? We need lots of. Oh, here is the problem. Here is the problem. I see. We need 15 beacons around. We don't have 15 beacons around the stuff. Let's change this a little bit. Right. It's not looking good. Let's move this down. Let's move this thing down as well. Actually, no, let's move it somewhere. I need to have 15 beacons around here. And we have this oxygen. I would say that the excess oxygen can be removed from here. Let's say we are using overflow valve. Maybe I will even have a storage tank here. Right, and we'll need to void... I don't even know how much we'll need to void. We'll need to void some amount of oxygen. Let's say like 4 flying stacks or something. Should be fine, right? This should be enough. This might be enough. And we need 15 beacons. Right, if I move this one a little bit down. This look. How many beacons do we have? 14 beacons. We need a little bit more. How about this one? Would this be enough? Wow. I think it's ending up looking very interesting. Like this whole thing that we are building. It's a little bit unusual. It's a little bit unusual. I like it. I like what I see here. Okay, so what do we have? We have everything except for this air filters. And for air filters, we said... Wait. We said we need 34. Oh, right, it's because of this oxygen, but we are not actually using it. Right. Let's continue thinking that we need 34 of the beacons. What can we do now? We could add this connection like this. Then we'll add this thing a little bit higher. Actually move it to the left. Yep. This and this and like that. How many do we have here? We have 39. That's good. I feel like that will be enough. Okay, so we have right. I'll place everything here. Have a tiny problem. We have a tiny problem. We don't have... Let's place it here. We don't have enough coverage for this flare stack that I'm not even sure whether we actually need. Okay, let's set up this part. Now that we build it, I want to reroute it like that. I want to actually do exactly the same thing here. Oh, you know what? We'll do it later. We'll copy this part later. We'll be asking here for... Well, first of all, let's give the station name. This will be waste processing input of iron and copper. Nice. And this is... Not this one, this one. Pretty much the same thing. Waste processing input of silver and aluminium. Nice. So this one wants to have iron, and we just discussed it a little bit earlier, we want to go for 100 stacks. That probably means that I should lower this to like 75 or something. And here, 75. And we'll go for silver, 100. And aluminium, 100. Good. Let's turn this on. Let's turn this on. Let's check whether the chains will be able to get there. Oh. Okay. I see. Let's fix this. We'll place it here. This stuff here. And we should get connection over there. Good. So we'll have a train connection. Now this part requires silver and aluminium. Let's set this up so we are getting silver here, and here we'll be getting aluminium. Nice. Nice. And here we want what? We want copper and iron. So let's get some iron. This iron. And let's get copper. And then we'll extract it from these two things. So, right, and I forgot to remove this splitter. Okay, what do we have now? We need to start producing hydrogen. So here is our hydrogen production. Wait, I think I'm not correct here. We are not constrained on oxygen, we need nitrogen. Why? Oh wait. We are constrained on oxygen, we just need this oxygen further on the left, but we also got this oxygen produced there. I'm confused. We shouldn't get rid of oxygen here, we should just send it to the left. Okay, we need 900 oxygen here. And we are producing oxygen. We can like double it. Okay, I think we don't need this part. We definitely need overflow valve here. Right, maybe I want everything to be kind of aligned here. So we'll be getting some oxygen, we'll be sending it to the left. This part also sends water to the left. Purified water. Purified water can be used for this part, but we can also produce even more oxygen there, right? I think we have to. I think it looks like we have to produce some oxygen here, so why don't we do that? We can get the oxygen produced. Oh wait, we need to send it here. Right, but what we can do... Right, it's fine. So this is purified water. Bring it here. Like this maybe. Right. And now what we want to have oxygen production kind of right here like this. Okay? So we can turn this around like that, and we can clarify whatever excess of nitrogen we are producing here. Where is it? Here is our flare stack. Just clarify this stuff. We don't need we don't need nitrogen from here at all. We just need oxygen, and the oxygen would actually come from there, right? We could just send oxygen over there. Well, I don't know. I don't know whether what I'm doing makes any sense. I think I'm overbuilding on the amount of oxygen that we are getting here. But at the same time, it's probably okay. I don't know. We could pressurize the output, send as much oxygen as we can over there. But then, why they build this stuff so close? Probably would like to move it a little bit further down. Let's try to build it, for example, here. And then get it placed like this. This thing can be moved up there. Right. Even move it maybe to the side. So we are trying to send as much oxygen as we can here. We also need to send this thing 1.5. No, wait. How much are we sending there? We are sending 480? Just 480 nitrogen monoxide? That's basically nothing. Very surprising. You know what? I would like these pipes to be somewhat lined up. Right, like this. This is honestly looking a little bit strange, but I guess it's okay. We can move this one slightly up. Oh wait, it's like this. And what are we actually getting here? We are getting stuff that we would like to be sent here, right? And we want to accept it only in case we don't have enough monoxide produced here. This process requires sodium nitrate that we can also get here. Let's get sodium nitrate. We basically take this belt and we are dragging it like this, right? Okay, let's see. Well, kinda. Let's go around. It's okay. Let's see what's happening. We would like to get a lamp here. Or we want to have a lamp here. And maybe two lamps there. And maybe one there. And maybe one there. And there. Right. What's happening now? We got the deliveries of the stuff. We are producing ammonia. We are actually producing monoxide. That's great. What's happening here? We have too much wastewater. We have too much, like way too much wastewater. Just pumping it directly there. Can we pump this much wastewater? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What we can do is the following. We could move this thing slightly to the left. Okay, I shouldn't have cut it. Should do something like this. And then, in addition to this pump, we could just have overflow valve. There's overflow valve. There's overflow valve. Or, you know what? Or maybe even like this. Overflow valve here. Maybe it's better. Yeah, you know what? I think it's better. I think it's better to add overflow valve on this side. And we'll try to get rid of all these things. Of the water here. Okay, let's try. So I can copy it. I don't know how far do we want it to go. Maybe like this. And then probably do something like that, right? Let's see. Well, okay, it's not exactly the best thing. We can move it here, we can delete this too, and we can have something very, very similar over there, and maybe I don't need one. Okay, here, done. Here we have it. We are basically reusing purified water here, like as much as we need to. How much do we need? We need 600 plus 900, so it's 1,500 that we are using here, and all the excess we are just clarifying it there, hoping that this for clarifiers with a little bit of speed models around them are enough to handle. I think it looks correct. I think it should work. Now, one problem that we have is that we still didn't produce anything. Need purified. Alright, because we need purified water. We're not getting it yet. Okay, now we do have a little bit of purified water here. Oh, look at that. We're getting lots and lots of purified water now. Okay, we have this as a... do we have priorities here, by the way? Let's check. This is top up. It works only if we have not enough dioxide. And this is monoxide. It will allow for us to consume this monoxide only if we don't have enough local monoxide in our build. Okay, that's looking great. This thing is not actually full. That's not looking great. We don't have enough oxygen. How did this happen? Okay, we have too much... But wait, what? Oh. We have too much nitrogen here. Wait a moment. 192. And here we have 144. Why am I doing it like this? No. This is wrong. This is wrong. I don't want it to be done like this. So. This is wrong. It's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, I don't like what's happening here. I mean, it's okay. It's kind of okay and also not okay what's happening here. It's not how it's supposed to work. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's say we are moving it here. We'll move this spot up. Move this spot up. And here have small storage tank. I'll have overflow valve. And we'll need to flare this. So bad what I'm doing. I don't like what I'm doing here, by the way. If it's not clear, wasn't clear, I really do not like. What I'm basically saying is that this part will be producing oxygen non-stop. It's overbuilt. Like, I kind of miscalculated everything. I think we'll be flaring excess nitrogen, so that this thing basically is never. It's not supposed to be ever stuck on nitrogen. And well, and here's the problem. Here's the problem. We're actually not consuming the oxygen that we get from there, right? Are we even getting oxygen? We run out of oxygen, but if we are sending oxygen here, then what we want to happen, we want this oxygen to be used up first. So we basically want to have this part working only as a top-up valve. This one should be a non-return valve. And here, in case we got too much oxygen, if we need to overflow, we'll actually clear it right here. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But if it works, it works, you know. If it works, I'll be happy. How about we add a couple more trains, right? Let's say we'll add a train here, we'll add a train here, just to do what should we research? What's a good thing to research? I mean, this is a great thing to research, but it requires black circuits, from what I remember, and yeah, we don't have black circuits, so there is that. Let's build stuff. This one, it's the wrong one, right? Right. I'd like to add this schedule and paste it here. Okay, let's send the train on its way. I'd like to take this schedule and paste it here. Okay, let's go. Just do this. Okay, the question is whether this thing works. Wait, did I lose? Lose the ghost for the chain here? Or not? Okay, we got something built at the very least. So let's take a look. So this thing has 2 chains. This thing has 2 chains. I would like probably to have one more of such chains. We are taking this stuff. Yep, like that. Oh wait, the stain doesn't have anything. Let's make it like this. Let's say we would like to go somewhere. Let's take a look. We have 3 chains with this station, and we have 3 chains with the stationary. That is good. So now, what do we have? We have this process that has too much purified water. This one. Okay. Yeah, that's not looking great. Basically sending kind of as much as we can, but all processing is happening 1/2 because of the purified water. Very interesting. And another thing is that we don't really need that much purified water to be sent to the left. Let's do like this. Let's say we'll add a non-return valve. We'll add an overflow valve, which is in a sense irrelevant here. It's kind of irrelevant because we already have like too much stuff. And then I just copy this. You copy, and delete it. I'll just turn it around, paste it like this. And we'll see what happens. Yep, something like this. What's the throughput? Wait, just 700? No, no way. No way. Why is this so slow? 700. I cannot believe it. We can clarify all of that with just one of this. Maybe I shouldn't have an overflow valve here. Instead, remove it. No, that was a mistake. I think we have to have an overflow valve, because if you don't have an overflow valve, then it just wouldn't work correctly. Or maybe we could have overflow valve over there. Yeah, maybe like this. Maybe it would be better like this. Okay, this is overflow. We'll see, we'll figure it out. Very, very strange. I don't understand what exactly is happening here. Non-return valve. It should work correctly. So we have a lot of purified water that's sent here. But the speed is only 300... What? 380? It's basically nothing. Alright, because we are not consuming it here. I see. I see. Let's wait for these pipes to be placed, and then we'll see how it works. Okay, this part. At least this part is working. Fine, that's great. This thing is... Basically, we are overproducing oxygen and nitrogen. That's pretty much what's happening. We are using only overflow for oxygen. That's good. And nitrogen... basically the same. I mean, it almost doesn't matter what exactly we are doing. There we are getting some amount of oxygen. We're using overflow to flare it, but we're actually not flaring it. We are sending it here, and then it's used this process, and we are actually short on oxygen. That's very, very surprising. We don't have enough oxygen so far. But the station should improve once we get, once we build a couple of these beacons. Wow, I can't believe. Let's double check that I'm looking at this correctly. So this is working non-stop. This is working almost non-stop, not quite. We can actually... Can we speed this up? That's the question. We could try. So I'm trying to speed this up a little bit. And I will also speed this part up a little bit. So this part will also start... But I don't think we actually need to increase the speed of this part, because the problem is that this is running non-stop. Okay, we are a little bit short on oxygen, but okay, let's assume that once we get more beacons here with speed models, the station will improve. It will become a little bit better. Right here we do have a lot of compressed air, so maybe we should do something like this. Maybe something here. Now we don't have enough compressed air. Good. And here we also don't have enough compressed air, but the station will be definitely improved. I don't think we'll need this fast stacks, to be honest. I mean, we'll keep them, but this is non-return, this is top up. It's all looking fine. We are getting some nitric acid. That's great. One thing that I don't like is the speed of the flow here, just 800 per second. That's not what we want to see. That's not what we want to see. Because it could have been faster. Like it could have been significantly faster, but it's not. It's not that fast. What if the following? What if I added this block? Kind of right here. Can we do that? Overflow valve. And we have like a couple of these things. Right, let's see. This might improve the situation a little bit, because I don't like that this two are blinking a little bit. It's not ideal. It like works, but it's definitely not ideal. And look at that, we got some nitric acid. Finally getting it. Let's see what's happening on the other side, on the receiving side. Okay, we are producing crystals but not purified. Think why? Why is that? Priorities. Okay, I see. Priority was fine. The recipe was wrong. We never fixed it. So here we have correct recipe selected. Let's fix the loading here really quick. Right, let's say we are loading stuff from here. But right, what do we need? Okay, let's say we are doing something like this. We have this line going up to there. We have this line going here. We have this line going here, and this line goes here. Now, second, third, fourth, good. And I would like to pretty much copy this whole thing and paste it basically here. Move it. And next thing that I'll need to do is to connect them over there. One connection, second connection. I think that's it. I think with that, we should start consuming stuff here. Stuff consuming robite chunks, right? Well, no. Well, yes, like this process will start consuming robite chunks and producing robite crystals, and this one will be producing purified robite. And yeah, purified robite goes here, crystals are going here, and all of this will just work. We basically got the robite process working really well, at least I think so. And the best part is that we have quite a bit of room to return to this process and fix it a little bit, right? We can adjust it to make sure that it's indeed working exactly the way that we want it to work. Let's remove this artillery turrets. Do we have more artillery turrets? Okay, it's a bit hard to see exactly where they're placed. Right, let's see, what's the problem here? Here we are again short on oxygen. We're not producing enough oxygen. That's not good. This part is not getting enough compressed air. So it's basically working as fast as it can. work. Let's check. Yes, we have enough power here, and on this side we also have enough power here, so it's not a problem. It's not like anything related to the power. Okay, we consumed all wastewater. Oh, wait, what? No. No, 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 no. Nope. I refuse. I refuse to have my trains working like this. Doesn't make any sense. I need to make sure that this rail signal applies to this line as well, but it should be, right? Because this is a direct line. Yep, it will definitely work for this one as well. But like, that route was wrong. What's happening with our acid production? Can we speed this up? Is there any way we can make it better? Okay, this is almost... Oh, look at that! We don't have problems with oxygen anymore. We fixed our problems with oxygen. It's working non-stop now. And now that we are getting a little bit of this stuff, it will probably change, right? No. This is really good. Wait, so what exactly is the problem now? Why? Is everything so slow? Get this one. It's basically running at full throttle. Like this whole process that we built, it's running really, really well. Can I speed this up somehow? This doesn't need to be sped up, because we are not getting enough sodium nitrate. Why? Well, it's not a problem that we are not getting enough sodium nitrate. We are not receiving it quickly enough, so it's okay. It's okay, right? And we are pretty much immediately clearing everything here. Okay, maybe I could add something here. I don't know whether I should, to be honest. I could say something that this works only if the amount of NITRIC wastewater is more than, I don't know, like 10,000 or something. To make sure that we don't run out of purified water that we need for this side of the process. Because, right, here's the issue. We are not actually adding any purified water from this side. That's a problem. But you know what? It's working fine. We can always adjust it and make it work a little bit better in the future. But I think for now it is good enough. We got the process working. We are getting lots of nitric acid. How much actually? Nitric acid. So if you look in the last hour, what happened? Nitric wastewater going up, nitric acid. So we used to be producing what, like between 13 and 40,000 nitric acid. Now we are producing between 48 and 70. 13. Okay, last 10 hours. The average, okay, 50 hours. The average was 11,000 per minute, or maybe 10 hours. 20,000 per minute. That's how we used to produce it. And now we're at 57. So it's from 20 to 57. Basically tripled production of nitric acid. And yeah, we can use it for lots and lots of things now, except we are not actually exporting it in like anywhere else except here, but we have space for the station. So if you needed to like barrel stuff, barrel nitric acid, we can do it here. I don't think we'll be doing that, by the way, but it's an option, right? It is an option. Right, and obviously this whole thing is designed with a little bit better models. So once we get better models, we'll need to fix the handling of purified water, to be honest. Or maybe instead of that, I could just add a huge storage tank here for purified water. Maybe that's the way. We'll remove clarification from this side. We'll add one-way pump to fill it up in case this thing gets full. Oh, sorry, empty. And then we could just clarify it from the side. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do, but I don't want to be doing it now because, as I said, yeah, like, it works. It works, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm glad that I'm really glad that we got that we're getting both purified robite here and robite crystals. Actually, what is purified robite? This side. Oh, here we have. Here we have nitric acid. It's getting delivered, and we're suddenly getting the stuff produced. So we do need a little bit more trains, and we do need a little bit better production of nitric acid, but it is okay. Right, let's take a break here. This was episode 238. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!